Do you have a bunch of cash and you're trying to find a way to hide it from your local tax authority? Taxes suck. No one likes paying taxes. But they're cool with other people paying taxes so they can fund their cities, streets, and public works. But that's beside the point. In this video, I'm going to show you a legal, yes legal way to hide your ill-gotten gains from being taxed. I'm talking about money laundering. Let's be honest here. If you have a bunch of cash lying around, it's probably drug money, or you're not yet a fan of Bitcoin. That kind of money isn't clean. Many could be marked and tracked. Sooner or later, those bright eyes in Washington will be sniffing around your backyard. Whatever the case may be, you don't trust banks to keep your information a secret, and a Swiss bank is just too much of a hassle, especially when you have a suitcase of cash to carry. If banks could just keep their mouths shut every time they get a subpoena, everything would be much easier. But the IRS budget hasn't yet been hammered down to zero, so you're out of luck until that happens. There are two ways you can successfully launder your money. Let's get the first one out of the way because it's a slow process, but I guess it could be fun. The first trick here is to just buy a bunch of smaller items using that cash you have. Now, you can't really just go up to someone's house and offer them $1 million for their property, but you can do this next best thing and make a smaller purchase. Cash is king, and it also makes change. Go to your local mall or electronics store and just buy a bunch of expensive gear. Laptops, TVs, Alexas, refrigerators, whatever you think doesn't tip off anyone you're carrying a crap load of cash. Go store to store and make one expensive purchase one after another. The downside here is that you may need space to hoard all that stuff, but I guess that's okay. Shopping is fun, and this might be the best option for you if you're into that kind of stuff. Then you can decide whether to keep all that stuff or try to exchange it for some credit or something. It's hard if you want to avoid banks completely, but the money laundering part is done. Your cash is clean, so you can go back to those stores and ask for a refund via your checking account. All it'll show on your bank statements are refunds from various stores. It'll take time depending on how many millions you want to wash, but hey, you got to go shopping. The second trick is to make a trip to Atlantic City or Las Vegas. Yes, casinos, the perfect place to launder your money. Let's stick to Vegas because I've never actually been to Atlantic City. Vegas is one of the only handful of places where it's totally normal to walk around with a lot of cash. Heck, the history of Vegas is all about money laundering. The 60s were a time of great laundering by gangsters from LA, Chicago, and New York. They built hotels with the purpose of converting that illegal racketeering money into chips, rooms, and shows, which they can legitimately claim as assets legally under the watchful eye of our tax authorities. Head to Vegas with your dirty cash, sit at a blackjack table, preferably the high roller ones where they accept a lot of money, and exchange that cash for casino chips. You think Vegas was built for entertainment and gambling? It's just a place where money laundering can happen in broad daylight. Play a round or two at the table and then leave. I suggest getting a rewards card because every time you sit down and exchange a ton of money to casino chips, those rewards can be lucrative. Free buffets, free shows, and even free rooms. So you've gotten a few $100,000 of casino chips. Now it's time to exchange them for clean cash. You can literally exchange $1 million or so of cash in one night. If you enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to my channel. As always, take care of your money.